Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel, and the name of my channel is Accounting Assignment Templates, and this is my first regular video. And the purpose of my channel is, number one, to discuss various accounting concepts and to make sure that my viewers are able to understand those accounting concepts through my videos. And the second purpose is the use of Microsoft Excel to understand those accounting concepts. And the third purpose of my channel and videos is to provide students with those accounting templates, mostly in Excel, Microsoft Excel, that they can use for their assignments or homeworks, and meanwhile also could understand the accounting concept for doing those assignments. So these are the three main purpose of my accounting channel, of my YouTube channel, for accounting assignments template. And let's start with the first accounting concept, the first accounting template that I have made for my students. That is for the trial balance using T accounts or ledgers. So firstly, I would like to tell my viewers the basic accounting equation for balance sheet. That is, the assets is equal to equity plus liabilities, and the usual balances for assets are debit balance, and for equity and liabilities are the credit balances. And what does this accounting equation mean is that the assets of an entity are either financed by equity or by liabilities. So the total of equity and liabilities give us the total assets of an entity. And entries in these three accounts can either be debit or credit entries, but the remaining balances would always be these debit balances for assets and credit balances for equity and liabilities. And the next equation is the income statement accounting equation. And the income statement accounting equation is income is equal to sales less expenses. For the balances, the usual balances for income and sales are credit balances, and for expenses are debit balances, expenses being cost of sales, etc., overheads, etc. So entries in these accounts can also be debit or credit entry, but the remaining balances would always be credit balances for income and sales, and debit balance for expenses. That is the basic accounting concept behind the trial balance. That the balances for assets, equity and liabilities, income, sales and expenses, and the main result of a trial balance is that the debit balances are always equal to the credit balances. And now I would like to introduce this trial balance accounting template that I have made for the students to understand the function, the mechanism of trial balance. I have made three tabs into this Excel spreadsheet. The first tab is the opening trial balance, in which I have estimated, or I have assumed, these fictitious balances, and the total of these all balances is equal to the debit balance is equal to the credit balance. So this opening trial balance of ABC Private Limited, that is an assumed name. And the next tab is for the T accounts ledger. As you can see, its heading is for the year ended from 1st January 2021 to 31st December 2021. So that is the activity in these accounts from start of the year through to the end of the year. And this is the opening trial balance. The opening balance is as at 1st January, and then these are the trial balance, the T accounts, for the activity in those accounts throughout the year. And then there is a closing trial balance that is linked to the T accounts, that will give us the closing balances of these accounts after the activities during the year. So let's start to use this accounting template. And for this purpose, I have assumed a fictitious entry, a fictitious transaction, you can say. The transaction is that ABC Private Limited purchased a machinery for $15,000 through check, and the date of the transaction is 15 January 2021, and the transaction is this. So how would we record this transaction? The recording of this transaction would be made in the T accounts, because that is these are the opening balances at 1st January 2021. On 15th January, the transaction has been made. So we would credit the cash at bank account by 15,000. It is already written. I would rewrite it, and also I would debit the plant and machinery account by the same amount of 15,000. That is the debit balance, debit entry. So as you can see, there is also a difference box at the top of this T ledgers account. The purpose of this box is that the debit balances are equal. It will assure that the debit balances are equal to the credit balances. If there is a difference, for example, if we remove one of these entries, you can see that the difference appears in the difference box, which shows that there is a difference between debit and credit balances, and the entry for the transaction is incomplete. So until we will do each of the debit and credit entry, the difference would be here. So in order to remove the difference, we will have to complete the entry, and as we will complete this entry, the difference box, the balance of the difference box would be nil. So that is the basic mechanism of accounting template, and this is the way we can use this accounting template. And now I would show that what is the effect of this transaction, this journal entry onto this trial balance. That was the opening balance. That was the opening balance for cash in bank 150,000 and plant and machinery 300,000. And we did this entry. We credited the cash in bank account by 15,000 and debited the plant and machinery account by 15,000. The effect of it into the closing trial balance, you can say that the cash at bank account is now 135,000. At opening it was 150,000, and now due to reduction of 15,000, it is now 135,000. And the balance of the plant and machinery at the beginning was 300,000, and after this credit to, this debit to the plant and machinery for the purchase of machine, and the closing trial balance is showing the balance of plant and machinery at 315,000. So that is the effect of that is the mechanism of trial balance. Whenever there is an opening trial balance, and whenever you make a journal entry in the T accounts or ledgers, the closing trial balance, the effect of that entry would appear into the closing trial balance. And this is the basic of accounting, and this is the basic of trial balance, the first concept that I'm bringing to you through my first video. And students can use this accounting template and for their homeworks or assignments. And also you can see that the closing trial balance, the total balance of debit side is also equal to the credit side. So that is the basic accounting concept for trial balance. I hope that you have liked my video. That is the simplest of the template. I would also bring to you the balance sheet, income statement, various accounting templates. There are more to come, and hope that you would like my video. I also want you to go to my channel subscribe button and subscribe the channel, and also I would like you to click the bell icon so that you could never miss any of my future videos. For now, it is goodbye, and thank you for watching my video. Bye bye.